If a 500-year-old vampire or a fae prince whispered, "You're mine," in your ear, would you run or would you swoon? We as humans always have had fascination with the magical and the mystical, and paranormal romance gives us that perfect fantasy into escaping into a world where love is not only fated, but your other half is literally a powerful someone who can't be destroyed. Forbidden kisses to supernatural soulmates, this trope keeps biting us in the best way. There's just something about a vampire whispering eternal love in your ear, or a brooding fae prince vowing to destroy the world for you. But why are we so obsessed with paranormal romance? Hi everyone, welcome back to my bookish realm where we deep dive into all things romance, tropes, and the stories that make our hearts sing and ask the real question: why we read what we read. I am a bookish therapist slash bookish bestie back, and today we are getting into the heart of why the magical and the mystical makes us swoon and has us utterly obsessed. Stay tuned as lastly I'll be sharing some really must read paranormal books that you definitely need on your shelf. So, what is paranormal romance? Paranormal romance is a subgenre of romance that blends romantic storylines with elements of the supernatural, magical, or otherworldly. This type of books features romance stories that have central characters that are not humans, or typically one of them is human and the other can be any one of the following: vampires, werewolves, fae, demons, witches, angels, and so many more. So, unlike fantasy romances where we have the stories entirely set in fully imaginative and fictional worlds, paranormal romance, on the contrary, often at times rhymes with urban fantasy as it is set in the now. Meaning, a normal person living their life may find out the existence of otherworldly beings, or they might have their paths somehow entangled with a non human, whether magical or paranormal exist within or alongside our real world. But it's not just a story setting that is magical and fascinating. These love stories often combine forbidden romance, high emotional stakes, eternal life, mating bonds, curses, wars between realms, and even the fate of the world hanging in the balance, plus a layer of danger or power imbalance. And unlike urban fantasy where romance might be a subplot, in paranormal romance, the love story is the main plot. The human protagonist is thrown into a world where love doesn't just transform them, it threatens to consume them. So, why we readers love this so much to read? First, the allure and the fantasy. There's something incredibly irresistible about someone who shouldn't want you but chooses you in spite of it all. The all consuming obsession. Paranormal love interests aren't casual, they are intense, ancient, and deeply possessive. Whether it's a vampire who's waited centuries for you, or a faded wolf mate who will burn down the world to protect you, this kind of love, it is epic. We crave that "I'd die for you" or "I'd kill for you" energy. The fantasy of being chosen. Many of the stories tap into the fantasy of being the only one who tames the so called monster, who softens the unaliver, who melts the cold, immortal heart. It's a ego boost to our romantic hearts, and we love it. At the heart of it, we crave the stories where love transcends the impossible. Paranormal romances lets us ask, what if someone could love me so much they defy their nature or even the universe just for me? At the high favorite part, book recs. There are so many amazing books with stories and characters both magical and mystical that will make your paranormal heart sing with delight. Here are some of my favorite paranormal romances that you definitely need on your bookshelf. Cursed Evermore. I'm reading this right now, and oh my goodness, what a world building! He is a cursed fae prince, and she is also a cursed girl. A heroine's memory resets itself every 30 days, meaning she forgets everything and goes back to that day the curse struck her and took her father away. This one is such a thrilling book. I kid you not. Oh my goodness. It's a big one book. It's a big book, but I'm unable to put this one down. I'm seriously addicted to it. So good. Another one of my favorite, Which You Were Here by Laurie Woods. After a voice lures her and her cat through the gate at the old cemetery and into a world of magic, Susie Headwind discovers that she is the new and powerful White Witch of Nightshade, the small town. She doesn't know she has the most powerful Salem broom. So we have a witch flying on a broomstick, a crime mystery. This series is so freaking amazing. I kid you not. It has vampires, witches, shadows, elves, werewolves, gargoyles, even and so many more. Amazing. This next one, Styx by Layla Frost. When Denny inherits her beloved grandma's home, she starts hearing a voice and she doesn't know how that voice knows everything about her. She thinks the house is haunted and her roommate is a creepy ghost, but soon realizes that roommate is certainly not human, but not a ghost either. This one is a very famous one on BookTok. Phantasma. Every contestant has to pass the 9 levels in Phantasma, after which the last one standing gets a grand award of a wish from the Prince of the Devil himself. But the Gothic manor is full of hidden passages and secret rooms that Ophelia, a heroine, unknowingly seems to find herself in, increases the secrecy behind the place. If the competition itself is not deadly enough, the manor and its demons pit the contestants against each other to one up each other, and also the many haunting apparitions and ghosts roaming the hallways terrorize the people all the more. But the most dangerous is the phantom Blackwell, who seems to have a mystery of himself, and in exchange for help is ready to assist Ophelia in her quest to win. So good. Another absolute top read of mine, The Ghost of Marlow House. I can't tell you, when I started the series on audiobook, I was obsessed. Obsessed is like I grabbed every minute I could. The way I was beyond obsessed for the series is just crazy. It's an absolutely unputdownable one, with a haunted house, a ghost, and a heroine who always finds herself the prime suspect in the crime that happens. Just read this one, because if I start talking about it, it will be a non-stop rant. Nightshade, oh my goodness. When we talk about epic, this one comes to mind. A dark, mysterious, magical world shrouded in secrets and an all consuming love that spans centuries, defying all odds to be reunited. An epic love story that deserves n number of stars. So, whether it's a possessive alpha werewolf, a dangerously charming fey prince, a vampire who hasn't loved in 300 years or 500 years, we don't know, until you walked into the room. Paranormal Romance lets us live out our wildest, most magical love stories. So that's it for today's deep dive into Paranormal Romance. What's your favorite forbidden magical pairing? Don't forget to drop your hottest book recs favorites in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and ring that little bell so you don't miss the next bookish romance deep dive coming your way. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!